Hello, welcome back to this channel. Today's going to be a very fun video piece. Today we're going to be building one of my favorite Lego sets ever released, which is going to be the Lego Ideas Botanical Garden. Now, this Lego set is absolutely incredible. So before we do go and start today's video and start talking about everything this Lego set has to offer, please subscribe, hit the notification on all so you do not miss a video, and please like this video. Let's go and start today's video. Now, this Lego set has a lot to offer, from number one, it being an Ideas Lego set, to number two, having an absolutely incredible build. This Lego set is also an ages 18 and up Lego set. The set number is also going to be 21353, and it has almost 4,000 pieces, with it being 3,792. Alright, now that we've checked out everything on the front of the box, let's go ahead and check out the back of the box, and there's a lot of cool stuff to look at. Number one, we just got the entire back of the Lego set, and it looks amazing. I really do love how the top of this greenhouse has a ton of glass, which really makes it look cool. It also shows the size of the box and the levels of it, and then there looks like there is about 4 beautiful pictures showing some of the coolest scenes you can really kind of play with in this Lego set. So now that we've noticed everything amazing on the back of this box, let's go ahead and open it up and check out all the amazing pieces in this build. Alright, now that we got this Lego set open, let's go ahead and get the above view of opening up and checking out everything in this Lego set. Alright, now that we got this Lego set open, the back of the box just looks absolutely phenomenal. But let's just go ahead and open it up, check out everything in this box. Now, for right now, I have no clue how many bags are in this Lego set, and it looks very full. So, you know what, let's just kind of just dump it out from right here. And looks like there's a lot. I don't even know what's in that. So, we will open up this in a second, but let's just go ahead and check out everything we have here. Looks like we have bag 18, bag 20, 28 is so far the most, 23, there's the number, we got 19, 15, 24, 27, that's pretty close, 26, bag 16, and it looks like we got a lot of other lower bags, but it looks like the lowest bag we're going to be getting down to, the lowest number, is going to be bag 12, so I'm assuming all the beginning and small bags are going to be in this. So let's go ahead and open this up. I'm going to go ahead and sort all the other bags, and then yeah, we'll see what's in this. Alright, and now that I am moving it, it does really sound like pieces, and I'm assuming the manual to build this Lego set is going to be in this, hopefully. Let's just go ahead and dump this out, and definitely it looks like there's a lot in here. I am a little bit surprised. Oh, those are really cool. Those are going to be the windows on top of the roof, but I am surprised they're not doing any just normal bags, because I heard that some of the newest Lego sets that came out last year were going to have more of paper bags. Well, I guess the manual is kind of in this, but it is going to be a bigger manual, so that makes a little bit more sense. But we got all the smaller bags right here. I don't really need to talk about them because, well, they're going to be the lower bags, but it looks like we got a ton of windows, so that is very cool. So looks like we also got 2 base plates, so that is very interesting. The entire build is going to be on 2 main base plates, so that's very awesome. But let's just go ahead and open this up and really check out what's in it. So looks like number one, we got the stickers. Now I will say, I would have assumed that there was going to be a little bit more stickers than that, but the pieces will really do the talking in this Lego set. Now also, I always say this in every single build video, if you guys are a part of the Lego Insiders program, you can scan this, and I think you can get about 25 points for that. Now, it doesn't sound like much. If you happen to have a ton of Lego sets that you built over time or you just collected, I really do recommend scanning as many as you can, and once you really kind of scan a lot, get those points to add up, you can get possibly a free smaller Lego set, so that is very cool. But I also like to talk about, and I really do like how they usually talk about the designer in the very beginning. Oh, looks like they show inspiration. So that is very cool. And yeah, very awesome. But it looks like that turn did not sound very good. But looks like with pieces including, we got about 390 pages. But definitely a lot of pieces. Wow. Okay, but with only pages for building it, looks like it's going to be about 387. So definitely a lot of pieces. This will take a few days to build, so we'll see how much I get done today. And then, yeah, I'm thinking I might get up to maybe bag 5 or 8, but yeah, so let's go ahead and start this build. Before we do, please subscribe. These videos are very expensive, and they do take a lot of time to film. So let's go ahead and sort all the rest of these bags, and let's go ahead and start bag 1. All right, now I really want to show you guys basically the plan for each building bag. So basically each one's gonna be a time lapse. So in a second, I'll go ahead and sort these Lego sets on a time lapse, go ahead and build it, put everything on the base plates, and start building this beautiful Lego set. Then I'll probably put maybe 15 to maybe 3 minutes into talking about everything that is offered in bag 1, and then we'll just go on to bag 1, talk about it, bag 3, talk about it, and then so on until we get to the very last bag. And most likely, as we get more into the build, probably the last 3 or 4 bags, we'll really put some time to talk about each bag and really everything that bag had to offer. So let's go ahead and start bag 1 in that time lapse, and then we'll probably put about maybe 2 minutes into talking about that, and then we'll go so on. Alright, well, bag 1 is now done, and this Lego set, well, this Lego set is huge. I mean, comparing it to like a modular building, one modular building, well, the most recent one I built is 1 base plate. That means it's going to be double the size as a modular building. So this is going to look amazing. I'm very excited to go ahead and start building this. Plus, just check out the floor. I always think like these botanical type of builds and like, well, I guess mostly modular and those beautiful Lego sets, I always love doing the floor. The floor is one of my favorite parts in every single build because the amount of detail in it, once you're done, is just so unbelievable. I really feel like just Lego has done so well with that in the past like 3 or 4 years. Just the amount of detail in the floor is just absolutely incredible. I'm very excited for this. To be honest, the table is pretty small. I always thought it was pretty big, but now that I have a Lego set with this size, at this size, I don't even know. It's gonna be a little bit more crammed in this area, but I think it'll do very good. I've actually had to use this a few times already because I made quite a few mistakes already. So I guess I'll kind of just put it like this and have the manual over here, I guess. But this is gonna look very cool once bag 2 is done. So let's go ahead and do bag 2 really quick. Alright, well, the Lego set is making huge progress. Basically, I will have to say, the second bag was basically identical to bag 1, besides a few different details like some plants here and some other stuff, but up here and kind of around this area, they are identical. This is looking so cool, and I'm just so amazed still with how big this Lego set really is. But it looks like, looking through the next pages, it looks like bag 3 is going to be a very productive and fun bag. So let's go ahead and put out the pieces for this and start building. All right, well, it is pretty late, and I think for now I'm just gonna go ahead and do bag 3 tomorrow. So tomorrow it should have a lot more light, but the setup is pretty crazy right now. We got the tripod, we got everything right here. I'm still amazed with how big this Lego set really is. We got all the pieces behind me. There's so many bags to this. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of go to bed right now, and I'll see you guys in the morning once we go ahead and do the rest of the Lego set. I'd be very surprised if I did finish the Lego set tomorrow. So I'm assuming we're probably gonna get, I'll probably go ahead and get maybe half of it done tomorrow, maybe up to like bag 20, and then that'll be the rest of the video for tomorrow, and then we'll do a lot more. So next scene on this video, we'll be doing bag 3 for the time lapse when it is officially morning and a lot brighter in here. So yeah. I just finished bag 3 and this was very, very productive. Check out this, lots and lots of progress. We even got the front stairs and those are looking fantastic. We also got the stairs to kind of the side greenhouses. Those are really cool. I'm assuming this is going to be a garden hose, possibly. That's kind of what I'm just assuming there. But definitely some interesting stuff because they have some details right here that I'm assuming is going to be hidden. So that's a little bit interesting, but this is gonna look amazing once it is done. I think so far, throughout the first 3 bags, this might be one of my favorite builds I've ever done so far. So I'm very, very excited to go ahead and start doing bag 4. Looks like this is gonna be a very big bag to get the floor done and all of that. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. Alright, and this bag is now done, and this is looking so insane. First of all, just check out the back. The back is looking so incredible. I really do like, well, I will say, I'm a little bit confused with everything in this bag. There's just one plant I added in just a random spot, so we'll see if we add more there, but I thought that was a little bit weird, but we had some plants right there. Well, I guess that was earlier though, but just check out all of this. We got all the panels on top. We got everything on the walls. I really do feel like this, just everything from this Lego set looks incredible. I really do like the base so far. And then let's turn it back around. And I really do like how the back looks. That looks so incredible. So, let's go ahead and start bag 5. I just finished bag 5. This is looking so incredible. This is just, it's looking awesome. I'm still trying to figure out what this area could be. I'm assuming these are going to be maybe giant planters where like a super cool plant will go in, maybe like a huge palm tree or the box showed it, but let's just kind of look. Yeah, like there's a giant palm tree right there. So maybe that's just kind of the planter area. But I do think that's a little bit weird, but the floor is so amazing. I really do feel like, even though the floor is very difficult and time consuming to lay down, at the end of the day, once all of it is done, it just seriously looks so beautiful. It is a shame that a lot of it will be covered by like plants, because each one is going to be where something is going to be placed. But once this build is going to be done, this build will probably be one of my favorites I've ever done. So let's go ahead and start building bag 6. And I'm thinking I might get to bag 10 sometime today, I'm hoping. And I might do the rest tomorrow. Or 10 is kind of the goal for right now. But if I can get farther than 10, I'll be very happy with that. So we've also built 2 minifigures already. You can see those beautiful minifigures right there. And then looks like we'll be adding a 3rd one to this collection for bag 6. So let's just kind of go through it. Looks like we're going to be doing a lot of the back wall. That's going to be very cool. So let's go ahead and start building bag 6. I just finished bag 6. I have bag 7 already, but check this out. I mean, this Lego set is just huge. But seriously, I mean, like, just check out the detail in this. It is so amazing. Really, really love the plants. I do feel like this part back here really, really looks awesome. Very, very excited to go ahead and build this. And I definitely think these 2 platforms are going to be the areas where the trees are going to sit too. So I'm very, very excited to do this. So let's go ahead and start building bag 7. Alright, I just finished bag 7, and so far I'm about to start bag 8, and it looks like it is going to be a huge, huge progress with the back wall. Very, very excited about that, but let's go ahead and pick up this very fragile Lego set, and let's just go ahead and check this out. That is a huge Lego set. I mean, I'm really hoping it looks this big on camera, but it really, in general, it is a huge, huge Lego set, so very, very excited about it. This, like, I'm assuming this is kind of like raised garden bed type of thing. I'm trying to still find the word for the exact thing, which it is. Please comment that down if you guys do know what this kind of display thing is in the back, but I really do think this looks really, really awesome. So far, I can already imagine how it's going to start looking once it's done, and I really do think this one, this just Lego set in general, will be an absolutely amazing Lego set. Now, I don't think I've ever built a Lego set with this many small pieces, so my hands are starting to hurt quite a bit after doing like 500 pieces on this Lego set. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this down really quickly. I'm going to go ahead and take a break for about an hour, and then maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, and it might be dark next time when I am building more, but I'm hoping I can get a lot more done tonight. It looks like there's going to be a lot of amazing stuff happening after bag 8 also, so I'm very, very excited to get a lot more done. There's a lot more pages to go through, a ton more. So very, very excited about that. There are like 300 pages and I'm barely almost done with this, so I guess I'll see you guys in a second. Well, an hour for me, about 2 seconds for you guys, and I'll start the time lapse as soon as I start building the next bag. I just finished bag 8, and seriously, like, this Lego set is absolutely stunning. Check out that, just the back wall of this. I mean, seriously, like, I am so incredibly excited to really see how much bag 9 has to offer. So, very, very awesome. Just, this is looking so awesome. So I will have to say, this one might have to be one of my favorite builds. There are a few Lego sets that are coming up on that list too, like a few of those, like maybe that mini haunted mansion build, but that one was a good one, but this one is up there too. So I'm gonna go ahead and sort through bag 9 and start building that, and let's just kind of get a sneak peek of what this is gonna have to offer. Looks like it's just gonna be the back wall and just kind of surrounding of it, so let's go ahead and do that really quick. Just finished bag 9, and seriously, that bag did a lot more than I actually thought it would. To be honest, I didn't even realize there was going to be kind of a balcony in this Lego set, so that is very, very cool. I do kind of feel like the balcony is a little bit sketchy in a way. I do feel like it's a little bit like when I'm building it, I could possibly like bonk it a little bit and it's gonna fall off. But there's that. But really, just it looks awesome in general. The back of it looks really, really good. Check that out. That looks awesome. But all the plants in this kind of exhibit right here looks amazing. So I'm very, very, very excited about that. So looks like bag 10 is going to have a lot, and I think I might even get more done on this Lego set than I thought I would. I was actually sorting the bags a second ago, and it looks like there's actually 29 bags in this. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and just keep building, and we'll see how much I get done today, and then I'll start building a lot more tomorrow after today's done with. So let's go ahead and start bag 10. Alright, well, bag 10 is now done. This is kind of the stopping point I was kind of talking about this morning. It does look absolutely insane. This building, this Lego set in general is so amazing. I really do feel like everything, plant-wise, detail-wise, it's insane. Just kind of check out that detailed area. Just kind of the walkthrough of all these beautiful plants. I do honestly think that might have to be one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a Lego set. It is so cool, so much detail. I'm mind blown with the detail. So I'm very, very, very excited to go ahead and do bag 11. So I think I might do bag 11 in about 30 minutes, but for you it'll be about 10 seconds. And looks like this bag is going to be very, very full of just detail. A lot of progress in this bag too. Looks like it's mainly going to be a cafe type of thing, and then yeah, I guess we'll see where that gets us, and then we will be about halfway done. But we definitely have a lot of bags done, and the goal is to finish tomorrow. So let's go ahead and do bag 11, and yeah. Alright, well, I will say bag 11, it didn't do much, I'll just say that. Basically all it did was add a little bit of kind of the, well, I guess the decor of the cafe. I do think the detail for the cafe is pretty cool. A lot of things I really never seen Lego incorporate in their stuff. This Lego set is huge. I'm starting to hit the tripod in order to show you guys. But look at that donut display. I think that is like so cool. It's just really extremely awesome. So very, very, very excited to go ahead and do bag 12. Looks like it's just going to be the surrounding building. Bag 12 also has a lot of pieces, so let's just go ahead and start bag 12 and see where we get from there. And we're still not halfway done with this build too, so it's definitely a lot more to build. Alright, well, this bag was a lot of work. I will say I made a few mistakes on, well, building this. So this piece right here, I put it on about 90 degrees turned. So it was not fitting right. The pieces didn't hook up together because, well, they fit in different spots. So then when I got to installing this piece, notice all of this is already done. I got to this piece and then realized, oh, wait a second, I'm supposed to have one of these gray pieces right here, another one right here attached to the wall. The second one was not there, so I had to completely take all of this off. I had to kind of figure out, start from scratch, and then it took a while, but it's complete now, luckily. So very, very excited about this. I might take a little bit of a break right now and then do a lot more later tonight, and then I'll be hopefully a lot more progress there. But this building is absolutely amazing. And then kind of just a back view of how this Lego set is. It is unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. So I'm very excited to go ahead and build this. We also got the wall kind of connecting the main room to the cafe. So let's go ahead and do bag 13. And I just finished bag 13, and this is looking so cool. The bag was actually really small. I'd say it was about half the size of, well, half the amount of pieces than the other ones. I say it was probably about maybe 4 or 6 pages of stuff, but we did some of the rose bushes. We did a lot of the plants. I don't know what this is. I'm assuming this is just kind of a growing fence, I guess, but a lot of cool stuff. There's kind of these light bulbs that are really cool, and looks like 14 is going to be a lot of progress on this side. It looks like this side is going to be a really cool greenhouse. So very, very excited to start working on that. And I don't know how much I'm going to get done now that I'm way past bag 10. But I'm just going to try to go as fast as I can. Try to make a lot of progress. Make sure I don't make any mistakes in the process. And then, yeah, we'll just see how much I get done. Alright, well, I just finished bag 14, and to be honest, it was basically identical to bag 13. It was just kind of like a touch-up bag in a way. More of like, here's kind of what we meant to do the bag before. So basically, it's all this plants. We kind of just got a lot more just design on the platform, kind of holding all the plants up in the air to make it a lot more realistic that it's an actual like exhibit or something. So I think that's very cool with the plants and like detail. I just think Lego really went out of their way to create these extremely just iconic plants. Like seriously, like when I got this Lego set in the mail, I really thought like I kind of saw some stuff on it, but like I just kind of thought like, man, it's really cool. Like you said, the architecture on this looks really, really great from the outside. But now that I'm building all the plants indoors, I'm like, oh my gosh, forget what the actual building looks like. It's just the plants in here are so insanely detailed. I'm just mind blown with this. Just kind of check that out. I mean, that is insane. Just absolutely insane. So I'm very excited to do bag 15 because halfway through we will officially hit the halfway point. So I'm very, very, well actually, out of 29, I guess we just hit the halfway point. So I guess now we're going over into the second half of this Lego set. So I'm gonna go ahead and take another break before I do bag 15. And then I'll see you guys in a second once I start doing a lot more. And I think the goal for tonight is to get to bag 20. So that'll be very, very good. Once, well really, let's just kind of go up and kind of see. So bag 20, let's just say this is somewhere around bag 20. So it looks like we're gonna be doing a lot of the just outer architecture part of this. So I'm very, very excited to do this. So let's go ahead and start building bag 15. Alright, just finished bag 15 and lots of progress. I'm so mind blown with just the progress. And just building on this Lego set. It is absolutely insane, but just check it out. This glass right here is so amazing. I'm so mind blown with just the detail. The detail is absolutely incredible, but I really do feel like these exhibits are going to be so cool to look at. So looks like this upcoming bag 16, I've already actually laid down the pieces, but there's not much to this, so it looks like it's just going to be kind of just detail stuff, just adding some stuff in the front, and then yeah, we'll see where we get from there. And then yeah, let's go ahead and start that this bag. Alright, well, I just finished this bag. I'm going to go ahead and start on bag 17, but lots of progress, basically identical to over here, except this zone right here. Some new, pretty cool plants. So very excited to go ahead and do the next bag. Looks like it's going to be a lot of just detail on the actual front of the Lego set. So let's go ahead and do bag 17, and we'll just see how we get from there. Alright, well, this Lego set is doing so good, so much just detail in this. It's so insane. Just check out that front door and all of that just design in the front. I'm very excited for 18, so let's go ahead and start bag 18 and see how much that has to offer. I just finished bag 18, and I think out of all the bags I've so far done, this one just really had the most. It just really, the front of it just blows my mind away. I mean, just the detail. It has a little sunroof, you can see there. I really love kind of the design of this, but what looks even cooler is like kind of the inside of it right there. Now, you can see the ticket right there, you can see all the other stuff, but there's headphones. Back here, I'm assuming, yeah, maybe those are for the workers, or maybe they give out, maybe the workers there give out like kind of headphones and then have an audio of kind of maybe someone talking about each plant and just a good description. Maybe that's what it could be like. But it looks like bag 19 is going to add a lot more to kind of the cafe. It's also going to be a little bit of a touch up to the front, kind of finishing off windows. So let's go ahead and do bag 19, and I think I might kind of pause with that and do the rest tomorrow. So we'll see where I get with that, but I'm going to go ahead and do bag 19 really quick. Alright, well, I have one word, and that is going to be wow. I mean, seriously, just the detail in this Lego set. Just, I've never seen anything like it before. I mean, just check that out. That is absolutely insane. I mean, seriously, I don't even have words to describe the detail and just everything in this. Looks like I accidentally bumped that earlier, but just everything in this Lego set's awesome. Let's kind of turn it around really quickly. looks like we got kind of like the outside seating area for the cafe. So that has a lot of detail in it, and that looks really, really good. I'm really, really excited for bag 20. But I think for now, even though I wanted to do bag 20 tonight, I'm still very, very happy I got to at least bag 20. So I think for now, I'm just gonna call it for the night, and I'll see you guys most likely tomorrow when I go ahead and finish this Lego set. And then I rated on a scale of 1 to 10 on all the 3 factors, from pain level building it, to just detail and how creative the Lego set is, and 3, price range, and for really what you get in the Lego set, and for the price, if it's worth it or if it's not. I'll be talking about all of that tomorrow at the very end of the video. So I'm going to go ahead and go to bed, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Basically, the first shot will be the time-lapse building bag 20. Alright, and it is officially the next day, and I just finished the next bag, and this is looking great. We got the walls, so let's go ahead and do bag 21, and we should go ahead and finish today's build. This should be very, very fun, so we're just going to go on the roll right here and try to get as much done as possible. Well, I just did 2 bags. I did bag 21 and 22, and the reason why I did both of those bags was because basically each bag was identical. It was just window and window, or I guess window, roof, I guess, skylight. This is really, really cool. These windows are incredibly detailed. Check that out. That is awesome. So I'm very, very, very excited to go ahead and do 23, because it looks like it's just gonna be mainly a detail bag for like trees and stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, well, I just finished bag 3. Well, bag 23, not bag 3. And this is actually really, really cool. Not a ton of like progress like the windows, but we got 2 giant plants done. Check that out. That is absolutely insane how much detail is in that. Let's pull out the other plant. That is insane. And I really do like how they, how the plants can come out. You can kind of just examine them really cool. And it is insane. Like, I don't know how well you guys can see that, but like, I mean, the plants fit in that little area so well. You can't even tell it is not fully hooked up to that piece. So, looks like bag 24 is going to be the main kind of dome around the main greenhouse. So, I don't really know exactly how much of that dome we're going to get done. So, let's just go ahead and start building bag 24 and see where that can get us. Alright, well, I just finished bag 24. I'd be surprised because this is a lot of detail in just one bag, but it is a pretty small design piece, I guess. But it looks like 25 is going to be basically identical. It is basically going to be the other half of this. So I think I might just do this. I'll probably do another thing like this, and then I'll try to just finish from there. So let's go ahead and start the next bag. and I just finished bag 26. Looks like bag, I just finished bag 25 actually. Looks like bag 26 is gonna have a lot to offer. Looks like we might even finish it. So that'll be very, very cool. Kind of just skimming through it. Looks like we're just gonna get this done, and then the rest few bags will be just detailing bags, and that'll be the end of the Lego set for this. So let's go ahead and start bag 26. Well, I just finished bag 6 and check this out. That looks absolutely insane. Now all I have to do is kind of just bring it down, connect the pieces, make sure it all is good, and then push down, and then boom, it's locked. And then this top piece does come off. You know what, I'm not going to try right now because I don't want to break it, but that looks stunning. Absolutely amazing. Looks like bag 17 is going to be, well, basically everything from now on is going to be basically just detail and all sorts of stuff like that. So I guess it's just going to be one big time lapse, and then I'm going to do bag 28, 27, 28, 20, 29, and then I'll see you guys at the very end of this video once this is done. So I'll see you guys then. After 3 very long days of building this beautiful, beautiful Lego set, I gotta say, it might have to be one of my favorite Lego sets I've ever built. Just check out the detail on this. Now in a second, before we do check out everything this Lego set has to offer, I really do want to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 on 3 different categories. The first one is gonna be basically if the price I spent on this Lego set, I think it's worth it, or if it's not. Also, pain level, and then design level. If it's like a 10 out of 10 design, if it's really, really cool, and kind of the pain level, like for all those little pieces, just adding that many, working with that many little pieces does hurt your fingers after a long time. So I do want to add that onto the scale too. So before we do go ahead and do this, let's talk about the Lego set in general. Now, this Lego set has 12 minifigures. For a Lego set like this, 12 minifigures is very, very good. I've kind of stacked them and sorted them into different categories, kind of families, and then the workers up front. And it looks like in this, out of all the 12 minifigures, looks like we have 3 workers and 2 kids, and then a ton of other adults for different things like cameraman, and then other stuff in the set. But now that we've talked about the minifigures, let's just go ahead and talk about the Lego set in general. Now, first of all, I gotta talk about the plants in the front. The plants in the front really just add that little, it's kind of like the seasoning at the very, very end of your meal. I gotta say, just like, it's just the dessert, the cherry on top. I gotta say, just really, just the building itself adds so much to the Lego set. I do feel like at the end, the plants just, boom, makes it even brighter. It's just really, really love how creative the Lego group got when they were building this Lego set. I also really, really love this tree too. The tree really just adds that final touch. And then they had some little trees in the very front. We have a cute fountain right there. And then just the building itself, the architecture, the design they gave this building is insane. I really do love just the detail. They really went out of their way to really make the design on this Lego set absolutely incredible. Just everything about this Lego set is insane. So let's go inside the building now. There's so many beautiful plants, from a giant palm tree that is basically touching the ceiling, to all the details, to all those signs, to the very front desk. All of it is amazing. I really do love kind of how there's a more of a heated room with a ton of like cactus and cacti, all sorts of stuff in there. And then we got the cute cafe and then the outdoor seating area. Then we got the coolest part, which is gonna be the glass roof. That looks so cool. And I really love how it's almost kind of split up into 3 different sections. Well, I guess technically 4. We got this section on the side, we got the other section on the side, then we got the main base, and then we got the top base on top of the main, I guess, platform. But really, at the end of the day, I'm mind blown with how fun and creative this Lego set was to build. I gotta say, at the end of the day, this has gotta be one of my favorite Lego sets I've ever built on this channel before, and I built a lot of Lego sets on this channel. Well, let's go ahead and rate this Lego set on a scale of 1 to 10 in those 3 categories. I gotta say, just the design, for the design of this Lego set, everything working together to just make this Lego set pop. I gotta say, it is probably more than a 10 out of 10. I'd have to say it's probably a 12 out of 10. There are some stuff here and there that I probably would have changed a little bit, especially in kind of the manual to build this Lego set. They did kind of explain it very complicated in some spots. Like when we were doing the floor, they kind of brought it above and changed the color of all the other pieces around it. So it made it very complicated to the exact spot where I was putting it next to. So that part I probably changed a little bit, but other than that, the Lego set build was actually pretty easy. If you guys are building Legos for the first time, I would start with something a little bit easier because this is quite complicated in some spots. Well, a lot of spots, like the roof was actually quite complicated and the walling was very complicated to build. But at the end of the day, it was a great build. Really brought my Lego building experience to the max and gave me so many great ideas to do even cooler builds. So, pain level, I gotta say there's so many little pieces, with it being almost 4,000 pieces in this Lego set. I think 3,000, about 800 in that area. But just, I gotta say, paint level is probably gonna be 6 out of 10. Some of those pieces, after doing multiple bags, like yesterday I did like, what, 13? No, it's more like 18 bags yesterday. So probably by the time I hit that 20 bag yesterday, it was quite painful. My hands were in pain, but I gotta say, at the end of the day, it is a beautiful Lego set. I have a great spot to put this, where we will see it a lot, and I'm very excited for just really to watch this Lego set. Just kind of, I guess, watch it collect dust in a way, but it's really gonna add a lot more detail to the room. And then I gotta say, price wise, I think it's about 320. It's 300 something. I probably should have checked the price before I filmed this, but I gotta say, it is, Legos at the end of the day are gonna be very expensive. So I will probably have to say, price wise, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because I really do feel like for a Lego set like this, you really do get your money back for this build, and just the design in this will last forever. And I do really feel like a lot of people will really like this build. But at the end of the day, this build was very fun, and it did take a very long time to film on this channel. So if you guys want to check out any of our other building videos, this is actually on our playlist too. If you guys want to check out our building playlist, I'd really love it if you would. You can actually find it on the screen next to me. But yeah, this will be the end video, so please subscribe, hit the notification on all so you never miss a video, and please like this video. Thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when we post next. Peace.